Milwaukee. Excited to welcome you to the release of the Milwaukee Strong song and video and the Hero in You mural. This project has been months in the making and is a collaboration between over 30 Milwaukee creatives, as well as 88.9, Imagine MKE, and the Milwaukee Downtown BID number 21. And the whole project started because of a challenge Mayor Tom Barrett received back in April from the mayor of Louisville. Here to tell us more about how the project started and the intention behind it are Sally Whitty from the City of Milwaukee Arts Board and David Lee of Imagine MKE. Welcome, friends.
Thank you so much.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, Sally, let's start with you. Can you fill us in on how this project got started?
So, as you mentioned, Mayor Barrett was challenged by the mayor of Louisville to create a song similar to Lift Up Louisville, the song and video that they had just released. And Mayor Barrett tasked me with the challenge of making it happen. So I took a big breath and immediately contacted David Lee from Imagine MKE and Kevin Suker from 88.9 and was so relieved that they generously jumped in to volunteer their time in this project. So we've been meeting weekly ever since then. It's been an incredible pleasure, and we are just thrilled with how the mural, the video, and the music has turned out. On behalf of the mayor and the city, I want to thank all of the artists and producers who spent so much time and effort on this project. It's very much appreciated. And I'm excited today to, on behalf of the city, present a proclamation from Mayor Barrett declaring today Milwaukee Strong Day in the city of Milwaukee.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Yay, that's so amazing, Sally. Thank you so much. And thanks to you and the mayor for being a catalyst that actually got this project started. So David, can you tell us a little more about why Imagine MKE decided to participate in this project?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, I think we were absolutely so grateful and excited to be approached by the city with this invitation and with the opportunity to be able to partner with 88.9 and BID 21 on this project. I think, you know, there's a saying, right? When Sally Whitty calls, you answer and you say yes. So the premise of creating the song and video to us that could be a rallying point for our citizens during this very unique time we're living through was just such a powerful one. And in talking to Kevin, unfortunately, he couldn't be here today. We began to envision how we could bring together our city's musicians of all genres to represent our city's vibrant musical and artistic community. And I think he and the team of Milwaukee All-Stars did such a great job. And you know, in these uncertain times where as a city and as a region, we are facing such complex challenges, this was such an incredible opportunity for us to remind our city and our friends and neighbors of our strength, our resilience, and our grit, and really to be able to celebrate our city's heroes and creatives who will make a better tomorrow. And so we're just so grateful for this opportunity. We're grateful for BID 21, who essentially helped us be able to activate the song and video with Ken Brown's mural at MacArthur Square. And this is really a special opportunity because the mural's 620 linear feet, for those who haven't seen it yet, which really celebrates the strength of our everyday heroes. I mean, it basically undergirds the civic infrastructure, the civic square of our city. And I think that is such an incredible message. What an honor it has been to be a part of all of this.
Oh, when you explain it that way, you can't help but feel the power of this project. So thank you so much, David, for sharing that story. That MacArthur Square mural is such a wonderful tribute to these heroes that have served our community during this time. And I'm excited to hear some of those heroes later in the program. Sally, David, thank you so much for being here to set the stage for this amazing project's release.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So our next guest is the man behind the 620-foot mural in MacArthur Square. He's been working tirelessly on the celebration of heroes. And so we're excited to share an interview with muralist Ken Brown.
We all receive, everyone breathes air and receives the sunshine, so we should give as we're given to, generously. And a friend of mine said that this wall tells a story, and up until she mentioned it, I hadn't thought of it like that. So I think we should all share our stories, our personal stories, and embrace each other I just hope that people will come out and see the mural, experience the mural, maybe walk the stroll here on a beautiful day like this, socially distant, of course, for these times. And I like this mural to speak in a language any culture around the world can understand. If you're in China, India, Africa, wherever you are, there's so many wonderful places and people and cultures that we embrace. Whatever language you speak, you can understand art. So it's a universal language, which I'm very humbled and grateful to be able to speak in a language that everyone can understand. I'm still figuring this out too. I don't have the story yet, but I think as we share our stories with each other, we've all had a story of a life. You know, we all have experiences to share. I hope this wall will connect to those stories, and I hope that someone will see one of the images and feel a sense of love, a sense of hope, a sense of vision, a sense of excitement, a sense of adventure, color, creativity, imagination, innovation. Will just really feel the healing properties. And I know they will, and I'm very excited.
Wow, that interview gave me all the feels. I cannot wait to head down to 6th and Kilbourne and check out this massive mural. After hearing more about Ken and the inspiration behind the mural, I think it's time we hear from the actual heroes themselves. We asked a plethora of everyday heroes to share with us why they're proud to be from Milwaukee and what makes them hopeful about our city's future. Let's hear from them now.
I'm proud to live in Milwaukee because Milwaukee is ready to change itself for the better.
I am proud to live in Milwaukee because it's culturally diverse with ample opportunities.
Because it is a large city that is both diverse and compassionate and is able to recognize areas for growth.
I'm proud to live in Milwaukee because Milwaukee is very good to people. People are good to each other.
What makes me proud to live in Milwaukee is the diversity, the resilience, the liveliness of it, and the fact that I can truly call it home.
Be happy to live in Milwaukee is the history that I have here in the city with my family. They come up here from the southern states, and they were able to come up and jump into community work and make a difference in education and other areas of life for people. And I think that because of that, I am able to jump right in and help people that are in the community be great, or as great as I can help them be.
What makes me proud to live in Milwaukee is that there's so many people that are creative. There's so many people who are determined to find their own businesses, and they are working hard to elevate themselves. It makes me so proud how many Black-owned businesses are being started on a daily basis. The community here is very good. We stick together. These protests are showing me how strong and powerful we are, and it's not just Black people, it's white people joining in on the protest and people of all different races and colors and creeds. So I've just really been proud to live in Milwaukee because we are all coming together and fighting for one cause.
Milwaukee is free-hearted and it's very easy to live here.
Milwaukee is beer, brats, and a great place on a great lake.
Milwaukee is growing stronger together.
Milwaukee is diverse, it's innovative, and it's American.
Milwaukee is strong. Milwaukee is innovative. Milwaukee is proud.
Milwaukee is strength, Milwaukee is love. Milwaukee is home.
Milwaukee is family. Milwaukee is resilient. And I believe that Milwaukee is love.
That there will be equal opportunities for everyone in this great city.
I'm hoping in the future here in Milwaukee and every place else, find some normalcy and get back to what we were used to.
I hope that Milwaukee can continue to grow and improve, and that all citizens of Milwaukee can feel comfortable and safe living in Milwaukee, and that we can make sure that homelessness is a short-lived problem, that people are able to find and afford safe housing.
Ultimately, my biggest hope for Milwaukee is that we just grow stronger as a unit, just grow better together.
Being an educator, the thing that comes to the forefront of my mind is I'm hopeful that Milwaukee invests more in their educational systems. Our children are our future, so I'm hoping that Black children get better education or better access to education on the north side of Milwaukee as equal to their other peers. And I'm just hoping we as a city continue to come together and keep this energy of the protests, knowing that we can fight for a cause.
What I hope for Milwaukee is that it returns to being as great as the people that have risen from it, as well as allowing itself to illuminate in equality.
I hope that the future of Milwaukee includes equity for all of its residents, and that the things that we see happening downtown or in the pretty pictures end up spreading out to all the communities of all the very diverse people who live here.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I have to go find some tissues because that was really, really beautiful. But I can't wait any longer. I think it's time we hear the song and watch the music video.
Milwaukee strong like black coffee, yeah. Milwaukee black and brown, so please change policy, yeah. Milwaukee let's work on ending poverty, Milwaukee growing, let's make sure that we grow it properly, yeah. Milwaukee home, so let our love show, Milwaukee special, invest in the homegrown talent. We all searching for balance, united the good lands, approaching all of our challenges.
Hand in hand, you and me,
working together like a family.
Together we stand through it all.
Hand in hand, standing tall.
That was great. I feel like that was great.
Wow, that was a beautiful song and video celebrating our city. I'm so excited to welcome the artist that wrote and produced this song, Shonn Hinton. Hey, Shonn.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. So we just all heard the song for the first time, and wow, goosebumps. So many familiar faces in that. Can you talk to us a little bit about not only the writing process, but how did you decide what Milwaukee really needed to hear, and how did you put together what our city sounds like?
I've been truly blessed with the ability to be in tune with my emotions, which fuel the creative process of anything that I do musically. So when I was approached by my good friend Kevin Suker to take a stab at this opportunity, our city was just fresh off the heels of the Molson Coors tragedy that claimed the lives of 5 employees and into the COVID-19 pandemic. Then to compound more misfortune to what was already going on, we witnessed live on television the horrific death of George Floyd. So the similarities from his death hit home for me, thinking that on the unjust deaths and the controversy that came along with it here in our city. My heart was hurting, my community was hurting, and my city was hurting. We needed encouragement, and in a real way. The song came from that place in my heart. And as far as what my city sounds like, because I'm a Milwaukee native, the Milwaukee sound is embedded in me. I feel that I am one of the many influencers of the sound of our city.
Oh, most definitely. And thank you for sharing your heart with us, Shonn. So the other part that stuck out to me in the song was how many voices are a part of it. Can you tell us more about how you gathered the collaborators? How did you dole out different parts of the song to everybody?
The process gathering this all-star cast was a shared effort with Be Free and Kevin Suker. I only knew a handful of people from my history of servicing the local bar scene musically throughout the city. So the rest was the most pleasant suggestions of who I am now proud to be big fans of.
I love that so much. Thank you for your time and talent, Shonn. This is a beautiful song that will live on in our city for years to come.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shonn. Have a great day. So our final guest today is not only the assistant producer of the song, but the music education coordinator here at Radio Milwaukee, responsible for educating Milwaukee artists of the future through Grace Weber's Music Lab. Internet, please help me welcome Be Free. Hey, B. Technology.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. I might have to try logging on my phone.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, B?
I can't hear you.
All right. So we're good to go. So it's so nice to see you. I've missed you around the offices. Oh, actually, we'll be right back with Be Free in a little bit. You guys know how it goes, right? You've been doing these Zoom meetings, and right when you get into the thick of it, something crazy happens. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dori Zori from 88.9 Radio Milwaukee. This has been really fun for me to host. We still have a little bit left to go. I've been missing you all during the lockdown. We haven't been able to be out in the community and share things with each other. So, man, this day is really emotional in the best possible way. So I hope you're feeling it too when you go back and not only do you listen to this song, but you watch the video, head down to MacArthur Square Park, check out the mural. And then there is going to be a tip jar where you can help donate to the musicians right now that have been having a really hard time making ends meet, where their shows are canceled. A lot of them had records they were going to put out and couldn't get together and make music together. So I'm really hoping that not only if you're moved from this, but you decide to hit up our tip jar. It's over at imaginemke.org/strong. You can see it scrolling right there. you know, a little bit really can go a long way. If everybody that hears about this project can just give a couple bucks, I think we could make a really big difference for our musicians in Milwaukee. So let's keep them going strong, Milwaukee strong too. We want to keep all our talented musicians right back in the city. So I think we're getting close to getting Be Free back with us. Master flute player. Yeah, girl. Hi.
So sorry. I had my webcam all plugged up and ready to go, and apparently there was some audio configuration that I didn't have ready because I couldn't hear anything. So my apologies.
No problem. You know, we're real people having real conversations here. We're not super produced, and I think that's kind of the charm of it, right? So, can we talk about your flute solo on that track? Amazing. I love it so much. Tell us about your role in the song.
Well, I was brought on with the project as the assistant producer. Kevin and Shonn approached me and told me about this wonderful thing that they were planning, and I pretty much was responsible for gathering all of the talent that we had take part in this. And luckily, with my background with all of my concert curation, I've had the privilege of working with a lot of diverse and an array of talent here that we have in the city of Milwaukee. So there were folks that we all had suggestions for, and I kind of just went in, took all that into consideration, but also thought about some folks that I knew would be a really good part of this, and reached out to everybody, sent them the song to see where they felt about it, and everybody was super, super positive. And I think everybody was on the same accord with wanting to just be a part of something that could really be a positive representation of the city, not just for what's going on right now, but a representation of our great talent that we have here as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty awesome. So it is so important to encourage and include young people too in these citywide efforts. So can you give us a little insight on how that worked?
Well, as you know, of course, throughout the year, I am the host and coordinator for Grace Weber's Music Lab. And our primary age group for that are teens between age 14 and 18. So we've had a lot of great talent that have come to our program each month, and not only as an attendee, but as a performer. So I thought it would be best to use some of those folks because I know that they have the talent, and I definitely know that they're going to be the face of tomorrow when it comes to Milwaukee's music scene and the up and coming youth. So we had several young ladies, Trinity Grace, Alyssa Caroline, and Ava from Negative Positive, which is another great rock band here in the city. And they absolutely did a wonderful job. Their voices blended so well together, and they looked great in the video. And I just really thought they were a great representation of showing the city that this is what we have coming up, you know, in the next stages. So you should be paying attention now to what's going on musically with these guys.
For sure. So we've got all the beautiful voices in the song, and then we saw their faces in the music video shoot. Any fun behind the scenes stuff you want to share about how the music video shoot came together in these times where we have to be so safe and distant?
It was literally a night and day endeavor. I worked extremely closely with Sam Aragani, the videographer, and Kanita Hickman from Imagine NKE. And we literally just reached out to everybody that we could because all the artists, or most of them, turned in some general footage beforehand so they could have to use for marketing. And a lot of that footage was actually great, especially for folks who are not actually in the city of Milwaukee right now. So we kind of combined some of that, but also we're like, hey, we want to get some live shooters of you. So we had us on the roof of 88.9. There was some stuff going on at the Cooperage, and there were some other locations, I think, at the Art Museum. There was even a scene in the rain, as you saw.
That was so great. Just owning the rain.
Absolutely. How lucky is that the lyric that aligns with that happened to be on the day that he was shooting, right?
Right? Kind of magical.
Exactly. No, everybody was super, super cooperative, and I'm just lucky in that we were able to get as many folks as we could. Everybody who sang on the song was represented some way visually in the final product of the video. And it's definitely difficult when everybody's not in the same place, let alone when you can't have a specific place for everyone to come to because of COVID, obviously. But I think we were able to shake it off really, really well. And I really appreciate everybody's efforts for that.
Yeah, for sure. Sammer is so great. So that video really captures this moment in Milwaukee history so well. So B, thank you so much for your time and effort around the clock that you put in to make this come together. Hopefully I will see you in real life real soon.
Thank you, Dori.
All right, folks, so that's all for us today. The music video is now available, and we'll be playing the song once an hour all day today on 88.9 Radio Milwaukee. And of course, that beautiful Ken Brown mural can be seen in all its 620-foot glory at the intersection of 6th and Kilbourne downtown. Finally, inspired by the Ray Nitty rap lyric about changing policy, we are asking those that enjoy the Milwaukee Strong project to actually take some action. You can support our independent local artists by writing a letter to your representatives about the need to provide unemployment and other resources for those struggling during this time. Letter templates can be found on Imagine MKE's website. You can also support those artists who worked on this project directly through our virtual tip jar, which also can be found on Imagine MKE's website and scrolling right now down here. So thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate Milwaukee Strong. I'm Dori Zori, reminding you to be kind, stay safe, put on your masks if you're headed outside, and keep on dancing.